Hello, it's the Fingernail Fixer, and I'm here to answer the call of the wild. There have been some requests for animal print, so I'm going to go ahead and show you how to get that done. Of course, you can do animal print with just color on color with your shellac, but we're going to do the bling version of animal print, and I have started off by coloring the nail with one coat of strawberry smoothie. So I've just used the strawberry smoothie as a base color to anchor the glitter. The glitter that I'm using is just Recollections. It's the Michaels brand, and it is called Bling. It's actually a silver with some holographic pieces in it, so that it will kind of pick up whatever someone's wears. I'm going to take a dry gel brush, and this is just the Gel Oval number 6. Press it into the glitter, and it's just going to pick some up with static. And then I'm almost going to press and rub at the same time to push it into the strawberry smoothie and just give that entire nail full glitter coverage. So just cover that whole thing. Then I'm going to go side to side, laying the glitter down and smoothing it out, as well as coming down the nail. When you're working on a person, you want to make sure there's no glitter left in your margins around. It only takes one piece of glitter sticking out from under the top coat to break the seal. Also, make sure you don't leave any glitter behind on the edge, because if that's rough, they'll be tempted to pick. Once we have our glitter applied, we're going to put a thin layer of shellac top coat. Make sure you have a separate bottle of top coat for your glitter work. We're going to cure that for 2 minutes and then go to our animal print. Once you've cured the top coat on top of your glitter for 2 minutes, we're going to come in with 2 colors. You want a medium color and a dark color. For the designs that I'm going to do, I'm going to use the Black Pool and Asphalt Shellac. Naturally, you can switch out the colors if you wanted to do shades of blue, shades of green, purple, red, etc. I'm going kind of with a wintry coloring since winter is upon us. I'm going to start off with leopard spots. I'm going to use a stylus. Some places call it marbling tool, dotting tool, embossing tool. Basically a little metal ball on the end of a little metal stick. I'm going to place it in my medium color, and I'm just going to come on the nail and make some little random blobs. And even though you're putting the shellac on in a blob, you do still kind of want to tap it out thin so that your blob won't wrinkle. And you can do animal print full coverage. You can do it in a corner. You can do it down as a French. You really can do anything you want when it comes to animal print. For this video, I'm actually going to do 3 different prints on one tip just to give you the most video for your time. I'm going to next come in with a smaller stylus head, and I'm going to pick up some of the black. So this is where I take in my darker color. And let me zoom this a little bit so that you can really see what I do with this next part. For the leopard print, I'm going to take my dark color and make little sloppy parentheses out around my medium color. See how it's kind of giving you your outline? If you wanted to, you could make some of your parentheses come together. You could leave all of your parentheses separate. On this one, I'm actually going to bring the parentheses back and kind of join it a little bit at the back. But basically for the leopard, you just have sloppy variations of parentheses out around all of your spots. And I usually kind of tap them on to give them that furry look versus using a brush to make smooth lines. And you can do them thick or thin, depending on the look that you're going for. The next animal print I'm going to do is jaguar. So I'm going to graduate back up to a little bit smaller head on my stylus. Or a little bit larger, sorry, good grief. And I'm going to do the blobs again. So again, just random sizes of blobs. They can have some shape to them. If you want to make them kind of circle, kind of oval, throw some in there that are kind of triangle. And we're doing a little bit larger blobs than what we had with the leopard print. You can make some of your blobs going off the nail. It helps if I stay on camera, sorry. It's hard to see out around the camera and through the camera at the same time. And let's make this one going off the nail. Again, make sure when you do your blob that you go ahead and tap through it to keep it thin. Then I'm going to graduate down to my smaller stylus head again. And I'm going to pick up some black. And for the jaguar, let me let that focus. I'm actually going to touch the black all the way around my blob and outline it. And again, I'm dotting it on to give it that furry look. And if you wanted to, you can leave some of your glitter color come up through your outline. If you look at the print on shirts, a lot of times it's just kind of sloppy. The outline is sloppy out around the blob. You can make them, some of them thick, some of them thin. The nice thing about animal print is it's very custom. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to look the same from dot to dot. It doesn't even have to look the same from nail to nail. Talk about custom made designs for beginners. And the more you play with it, the more you can change the look. So there's our jaguar. The handy thing about shellac, see where those two kind of came together? I don't really want them together, so I can take a striping brush and swipe through the two and separate them. And I'm just kind of cleaning up the edges so it doesn't look like I swiped through, so they look curved. And I'm just using a dry brush to do that with. Okay. The next design, I'm going to back up just a little bit. The next design is cheetah. And I'm actually just going to use a small stylus for the cheetah. And I'm going to go straight into my black. You don't really have a medium color with your cheetah. And it's literally blobs. They tend to be a squarish oval or kind of a rounded triangle shape. That was smart. So I'm just going to take the black and make the different shapes. And there is no outlining with the cheetah, it's strictly the blobs. And this little piece in the background that I have my black pool and my asphalt on is just a tile. Literally like what you would have on your bathroom or kitchen wall, a tile. I got it from a home improvement store. It was a whopping 30 cents. So it's not an art gadget that will break the budget. I'm kind of running out of black pool since I knocked a bottle of shellac into it. But you get the idea. So there we have leopard, jaguar, and cheetah. We would put this in and cure for 2 minutes, and then of course top coat and cure for 2 minutes, and then our animal print would be done. It is kind of fun to do all 3 animal prints on one nail, but of course you can just pick one and go for it. Again, keep in mind you can make it just a little bit of animal print on part of the nail. You can change the colors. You can do it with or without glitter. It's very versatile. Our next animal print design is zebra and tiger. There's a couple different ways to do both of these. I'm going to go ahead and polish half of this tip with black pool. That way I can show you both designs at once. If you wanted to, you can do the zebra or the tiger print by carving. You could also do the zebra or tiger print by drawing. Let's do the zebra by drawing and the tiger by carving. The difference between zebra and tiger is that zebra generally has smaller, thinner lines. So I'm just going to take a striping brush and pull it through some black pool. And again, my black pool is just dripped on a tile, like what you would do your bathroom or your kitchen in, literally a tile. And for zebra print, a lot of times people do the zebra print where the joints come together so that you see the smaller stripes in a shape. So I'm just kind of going to do a wavy V shape. And then you just keep stacking them on each other. So I'm just going back over and over that same shape, varying how much space is in between each one, and varying the thickness of each one. Then you can just kind of come in and do another shape. So I'm going to pull from this side and come all the way across. And I'm kind of moving the brush so that the lines aren't perfectly straight. And then maybe I'm going to come out from that. And maybe do a V coming from that direction. The trick when you're using a striping brush is to have it loaded well enough that you don't have to use very much pressure. And that's how you get those thin, small lines. So the zebra print really is super versatile. It's just thinner lines. And again, no right or wrong. You just kind of make it however you want it. With the tiger stripes, you're looking at thicker lines. So what I'm going to do is get some alcohol on my pad. And I'm going to take a triangle shaped nail art brush, wipe it through the alcohol to make it flexible, but then I'm going to dry it off before I go on to the shellac. I'm going to press the fat part of the brush down in and drag across hard, lifting the brush up as I go so that it tapers out to a smaller line. Clean it off in the alcohol, then dry it off, and come in from the other side, pressing with the fat part of the brush and lifting up as I go to get the angle. And the nice thing about shellac is you can clean your brush off and come in with it sideways and get your points, or you can take a stylus and come in once you've brushed the line in and get your point with the stylus. If you want to do branched out lines, just take your brush and put the fat part in, drag across and lift, then do that again and put about half your brush down into new territory and drag through to create that branched out stripe. Then I tend to turn the brush sideways to get a really small stripe coming into the center of the stripe that's branched out. You can switch over to your stylus if you want to bring it to more point. You can also use your stylus to make smaller pieces of stripes. How you sometimes see little random excess stripes on their own. Just kind of carving out a random little piece of stripe. So tiger and zebra are both just as easy as the leopard, the jaguar, and the cheetah. So now your shellac can take a walk on the wild side. Have fun.